Hey man, show's on.
Huh?
Show? We've been watching this for like 72 straight hours. Shouldn't we take a break? Hey everybody, welcome to Movies in the Mancave. I don't want to call it a special edition, but it's like
It feels like it.
the most important show we'll ever do in the history of the show.
Yeah,
Probably?
pretty much.
Probably.
Pretty much.
We saw the Avengers on Friday night, opening night, and we want to tell you about it.
Yeah, and we're still enjoying the popcorn.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Should I go
I
first?
want you to go first, just because just because.
You obviously don't need the history or the plot or anything. You should know that by now. You've probably already seen it. It made a gajillion dollars in 3 days.
Yeah, pretty much.
I went up into this movie with the highest expectations I've ever had for any movie ever.
I would probably agree.
So it had a lot to live up to. And I have to say, I did not walk out disappointed. So that's a good start. It's really the movie that I've wanted for years and been waiting for my whole life to say.
That's like the perfect way to explain it.
It's all my favorite characters. I love all the characters that are in these movies, and they put it together, obviously. Start to finish, it's a blast. It's probably the funniest movie I've seen in years.
Yeah, which is really weird because you go into it expecting like a nonstop
Action,
action-packed comic book movie, but it's hilarious.
So funny. And I didn't expect it. That was really out of the blue for me, so that was quite enjoyable.
Yeah,
And from characters you never thought would be funny, was the thing. So maybe that's why it was so funny. It was just so out of place for these people.
and I think a lot of that comes from it being Joss Whedon because he just likes to do that with his movies. He's just weird. But
I haven't seen Serenity yet, which he did. But I haven't seen Firefly either, so I should watch those and watch Serenity.
You should.
See more of his work. Anyway.
Yeah. Continue.
Don't want to get off track too quickly here. I feel like every character was represented enough. Like, nobody really got slighted. It's tough not to do when you got, like, 8, 9 main characters. Iron Man was as good as ever. Thor was so much better in this movie
I would agree,
Thor.
and I really like Thor.
Yeah.
But yeah,
He's just such a likable character in this.
Yeah.
And Thor, he was kind of made to be that way, to be kind of a
snob
jerk.
and,
Yeah. But he's such a likable character in this.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Mark Ruffalo, awesome at Hulk, I thought.
It was very good.
I mean, I liked Edward Norton a lot, but Mark Ruffalo, I mean, I think he hit it out of the park.
Yeah, and it was weird because Mark Ruffalo's kind of a bigger dude. Like, I think, Bruce Banner kind of being
Nerdy
like a
scientist.
nerdy scientist.
Yeah.
And I guess Eric Bana wasn't really nerdy either. But, Ruffalo's kind of a bigger dude.
Yeah.
And so it was kind of interesting seeing him, like, that representation of him. But the Hulk in this movie, like the digital Hulk in this movie, I think, the best out of all of them. Like,
I thought it was very similar to Incredible Hulk. The actual Hulk, I didn't notice a lot of differences. You said you liked it better.
Yeah, the face seemed... I mean, they did it to be more like Ruffalo's face and stuff, and so it just looked more like the Hulk from the comics for me.
Yeah.
So,
even like Black Widow, who I didn't really care for in Iron Man 2 and thought was kind of pointless. In this movie, when you see that shot of everybody's going around the circle and she's holding her gun, I'm like, come on, what is this girl going to do?
Yeah.
They actually made it work, like, she's actually contributing.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. She's part of this team.
Yeah, there's the first scene before everything goes to, heck, where she's breaking out of this Russian thing, whatever.
Yeah.
But then even when, like, the alien bad guys are there, she's doing...
Yeah.
She's fitting right in. It's not, like, ridiculous, like, oh, the human can't compete with this or whatever like that. Like, she was so good at it. That was cool.
I saw one person in a review after I'd seen the movie. I read the reviews. One person made a great point, and he said, like, the whole point of the Avengers is that it makes you believe that just an archer, you know, like Hawkeye, just an archer can fight side by side with a god.
Yeah.
Like, that's the point, and they did it.
When you say that, it sounds
fantastically.
absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. But in the mega battle scene with all the Avengers, like, that's exactly what happens. You know, you got this girl that's just a good spy and an excellent martial artist, you know, whooping butt next to this mutant genetic freak guy. You know, and it's like, it works. It just totally works.
I agree. You mentioned the Archer, Hawkeye, Jeremy Renner was awesome. I sure hope they do a movie.
I wasn't expecting that good of a character or anything from him or from Black Widow.
I really liked Hawkeye, and when they showed like how his arrows work and how the quiver works, and just kind of how he does this, sweet.
It
They don't
made total
like
sense.
mention it or anything.
No.
It's just kind of like you pick it up as he's doing it, and it's like, oh man,
Yeah.
what a great way to do that character.
This is the whole thing. There's a great way to do the entire thing.
The dynamic of all the people together, which really what the Avengers is.
Yeah.
I mean, the Avengers is, yeah, it's actiony, but it's so much character driven, and the egos coming together and how they kind of handle that.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I mean, you get the little tension throughout the first 3/4 of the movie. You know, Captain America doesn't like Iron Man because he's an egotistical maniac. And, you know, and Captain America's so down to earth. And Iron Man's trying to work up Banner to see the Hulk. And, you know.
Scarlett Johansson's trying to stop that because she knows what he can do because
Yeah.
she's all intel. And
So
stuff.
all the infighting's going on, but all the while you see like these relationships developing. And
Yeah.
then when the baddies come, and it's like, all right, time to assemble.
Yeah.
And when they first assemble, like it's a long ways into the movie when they actually assemble to go,
Good night.
forget about it. Forget about it.
I heard people say that, you know, the best thing about this movie was that there was no love story. I wouldn't go that far because there is sort of a love story. Sort of, but it's not as detailed as the other movies have been. But I wouldn't say that's what makes it the greatest. Like, I just as a whole, the movie, start to finish, is amazing. Like, it's
No
not
question.
because of a love story. It's not because of a inner quarrel. It's just because of all of it. Like, just how it all flows.
It's the fastest 2.5 hours of your life.
It's true, yeah.
Like it ends and it's just like, no, come back.
Stop it. Yeah.
That's my biggest fear at this point is that one of these actors is going to get greedy and ruin the whole thing.
Yeah.
Or Joss Whedon won't want to come back. You know, he said, I've done that, I've conquered it.
Yep.
And somebody
Yeah,
else
yeah.
come in and ruin it.
Totally different director, and it'll mess the whole thing up. And
I had said previously, I hope they do this movie and it's perfect and they quit. They did this movie, it was perfect, but now I'm too greedy. I don't want him to quit. I want more. I want Avengers 2, I want Avengers 3. It's just going to make the other movies seem so... Like, who
Like,
can Iron Man fight at this point
Yeah.
that's going to be more exciting than all these people fighting Loki, who was awesome, by the way. I
Yeah.
thought he was a great villain.
yeah. I really liked him in Thor. I like the actor, Tom
Hiddleston?
Hiddleston, yeah. I liked him in Thor, and in this movie, I thought he blew it out of the water. Like,
I like this one. Yeah, I thought he was a better villain in this one than he was in Thor.
Yep. Just a great job.
All around.
Which explains the $1 billion profit that it's made.
Oh, and that's what gives me hope that everybody will come back. Like,
yeah. They have the
obviously
money
they have
to
the
do
money to pay these people. You know,
it. Yep. Good stuff.
it's amazing, amazing. I might go see it again.
I'm probably going to see it again.
I don't think I've ever seen a movie twice in the theaters before.
Yeah.
This might break the chain.
Yep. Especially when it's in Spotlight. $5.
Oh yeah, once that happens for sure. So I don't know what else to say, man.
That's really like all I can think. It's like you just have to see it because it's just so good.
So funny. So I love to think back to every scene. Hilarious.
But at the same time, it's so sad. They tug on all the heartstrings.
It's true. There's some sadness involved.
Mm-hmm.
I did not see that coming, by the way.
No.
That was a shocker.
Yeah. Yep.
There you go. All right, that's the Avengers. I tell you to go see it, but you've seen it, right?
Who
I mean,
hasn't?
you've seen it.
Who hasn't seen it? No.
Should we move on to our Super Scramble?
Let's.
This will be our final Super Scramble. I mean,
true.
the event. This is the end. This is the end of a Marvel-a-thon,
It is.
which is pretty tragic.
It's been good though.
It's been a lot of fun. Good movies. That's it, I guess. I mean, it's good movies, but
Yep. We'll be back for Iron Man 3 and such.
Yeah, of course.
So,
This was the picture that we gave you last week, and we had a couple of winners.
mm-hmm.
Who do we got?
Jake Weiser, again, on Facebook, and then Ryan Harmon.
Oh, my brethren.
Yeah.
Way to go, people.
Yeah.
Clear that up for us, Jared.
Ooh.
One
It's a lady.
Jubilee.
Yeah.
The mutant power of
Fireworks,
I guess. Interesting character. I don't know what else she
They
accomplished.
got lazy sometimes.
I think so.
But, new one?
Yeah, show it.
That one.
I felt like Jared made this one too easy, so I've blown it up and made it even more difficult.
Yeah, it works. I try to figure it out, people.
You know who that is?
I do.
Put it in the comments. Get your name on our show next week. This is the last Super Scramble. Your last chance.
You have
get
to
in
do
on
it.
this. I think Jake's 4 for 4.
Yeah. He's pretty legit.
Yeah. See if you can go the whole gamut. I said gamut, not gambit.
Ooh.
That's not who it
We
is.
already used him.
Yes, we did.
Oh. Coming out this week?
Coming out this week, Dark Shadows, starring Johnny Depp.
And that whole plethora of people.
Yeah, Helena Bonham Carter. It's a Tim Burton movie. It looks funny. It looks
Does.
good.
It looks pretty fun.
I feel bad for it because it's still going to get crushed at the box office.
Yeah, it's going to demolish. I think when you have a big movie like that, like Avengers, you can't release anything like for a month. Like, just don't. Don't even try.
I got to point out that I read Miley Cyrus's movie, LOL, made approximately my yearly salary. Which sure, I would take the money.
I'm not meaning to laugh at your salary.
But for a Hollywood movie,
yes.
that's
Boy,
not very good.
I hope she's investing wisely.
That's not very good. So,
Wow.
yeah, it makes me laugh.
That's bad.
So, go Avengers.
Yep.
Yeah, Dark Shadows, I think, is the only thing coming out this week, really.
Looks good.
Yeah.
I think I'll like it.
Yeah, I think so, too. But, like I said, no chance.
No.
That's Marvel-a-thon. That's Movies in the Man Cave. We hope you've enjoyed it. We can go back to the normal open, even though I like this one a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty legit.
We'll have to make a new open that's equally as cool that we can use every day.
Yeah. Bwomp.
We got to get that sound.
Movies in the Man Cave. Womp.
We got to do it.
I know.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.